Everyone, Alpha Eagle here again. Welcome back to my channel. I pray you're all doing well, and may God bless you all. Before we begin, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. In this video, we'll be going over the trailer for Lanterns, the HBO TV show. Now, I'd first like to say that this is a review of the trailer and the trailer only and nothing else. Some people were confused by my review of the Supergirl trailer. They seemed to think that I was reviewing the movie itself. They said stuff like, just because Supergirl is a drunk putty girl in the trailer doesn't mean that she'll act like that throughout the entire movie. Well, that's because I was reviewing the trailer, not the movie. And she was acting like a drunk putty girl in the trailer. So that's what I criticized, since that's what I had to work with, the trailer. So that's what we'll be doing here. Criticizing the trailer for what's shown in the trailer. Not what might be in the show later on. What's in the trailer. Anyway, let's begin.
With all due respect, we've been training for what, 2 months? And I haven't even worn the ring yet.
Okay, first off, why is Hal training John Stewart if John Stewart hasn't even worn the ring yet? That's not how the Green Lantern Corps works. The ring chooses the ring bearer first, then they begin training. A ring bearer does not choose his own successor to train. If Hal were to give up the mantle of Green Lantern for whatever reason, it would not be up to him to choose his successor. Hal would not have a say in that at all. The ring itself would choose the successor, not Hal. And feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Continuing.
Don't get hung up on the jewelry, Junior. You're just a fucking substitute teacher. You're not ready to get up front.
We hear Hal with a southern accent. Now, I don't think he was born in the South. Again, correct me if I'm wrong about that. And also, it's a bad southern accent. We hear our first F-bomb in the trailer. Now, this is totally inappropriate. Green Lantern was originally created for children, so this show should be appropriate for all ages. And its rating should be no worse than PG-13. Now, sometimes an R rating is appropriate for some comic book characters like the Punisher, Deadpool, or even sometimes Wolverine, since they kill people. But this is not appropriate for Green Lantern. Now, I'm so sick of this R-rated stuff where it doesn't belong, like Star Trek, Harley Quinn, or the Titans.
Sheer fucking hubris.
So listen up, motherfuckers!
Fuck Batman.
Now, I'm sure there'll be someone out there who will give me an example of something that mature happened in a Green Lantern comic, and therefore, that's appropriate to have an R rating. Well, if it happened in the comic, then it was inappropriate then as well. Now, this is what a teenager would think being mature and being edgy means. Also, it's on HBO, so I guess they think they have to throw it in there because HBO is all about the mature audiences. So, but anyway, continuing.
You're not ready to get up in front of the class until the ring says you are. All right.
I could have died.
You want me to train you? I'm training you.
Yeah, that's not training. He could have died. That's called attempted murder.
Something is off here. I can feel it.
They look like they're in some kind of city council meeting in a southern town in the middle of nowhere, and they look very out of place. Black man in the South, I hope they don't do the whole race thing yet again. I'm getting a Falcon and Winter Soldier vibe from this trailer, and they made a big deal about race in that series too. Now, just once, I would like to have a movie or a TV series with a non-white main character that has nothing to do with that character's race. But in current year in Hollywood, everything has to do with race. Continuing.
This is my town. You're a big shot. Noted. But stay the fuck out of my way.
Think she hates your guts.
It's the way she hates them.
This is a stupid plan. Not that stupid.
That I don't doubt.
And of course, we have to have a girl boss sheriff. And yet again, another F-bomb where it doesn't belong. And if we rewind a bit, we can see a group of guys who seem to be the bad guys, and the bald guy seems to be their leader. And I think some people are saying he's Sinestro. Now, we'll have to see about that.
The Green Lantern's oath is to protect people.
To be investigating some kind of crime in a small town, and the locals don't want them to get involved. And we get a look at the Green Lantern uniform, and it looks horrible. It's not even green, it's brown. And the Green Lantern doesn't keep his costume in a closet. It comes from the ring and it forms around him. Now, again, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not how the Green Lantern Corps works. And we see a neon motel sign, which the only letters that light up are an O, which kind of looks like the Green Lantern logo, and an AIRCO. And what does this mean? Could the OA stand for the Guardians Homeworld of Oa? But what does the rest of them mean? Could the CO stand for Green Lantern Corps? Or am I just reading too much into this? Again, let me know in the comments. And I also did notice the HBO sign. So HBO is advertising HBO in an HBO show. Continuing.
We both know I do a better job of this than you.
And there it is. The black man is claiming that he's superior to the white man. Now, I want to let everyone know that I actually like the character of John Stewart. I don't have a problem with the character himself. I'm fine with him being a Green Lantern. There's nothing inherently wrong with diversity itself. The problem I have is how they use the character of John Stewart, and they are clearly pushing an agenda. Now, Hal could be passing his ring to either Guy Gardner or Kyle Rayner, but James Gunn and the people at DC specifically chose John Stewart because he's black. Now, it's the same reason why Kevin Feige had Cap pass his shield to Falcon instead of Bucky or US Agent, even when Bucky was clearly the correct choice, because they are pushing the agenda of white man bad. It's the same reason why they have a female sheriff in this series, to push their narrative. Now, Trump broke these people's brains, and this is their way of virtue signaling and saying that they don't like Trump. Now, to them, Trump represents so-called toxic masculinity and a straight white male, and Hollywood sees straight white men as evil. Now, if you don't see that they are pushing an anti-straight white male agenda, you're either a naive normie or you're a DC Green Lantern fanboy shill who loves everything DC and Green Lantern, or you're a far-left lunatic who agrees with their racist, sexist, and anti-straight white male agenda. Continuing.
This is my job. As long as I'm alive, that ain't changing. So take a deep breath, Junior.
Now, notice that Hal says that this is my job, and as long as I'm still alive, that ain't changing. Now, this suggests to me that they plan on killing off Hal, the toxic straight white male, and replacing him with John Stewart, the black man. Continuing.
You're old. You're tired. And your time is up.
The black man tells the white man that he's old, tired, and that his time is up. Again, pushing the anti-straight white male agenda. They are saying that the white man's time is over, then they want black people to replace white people. Now, if we rewind a bit, we can see a few of Green Lantern's iconography. We can see Hal flying, but it doesn't look good. We don't see the green light glowing around him. We see John Stewart holding the Green Lantern, the Green Lantern power battery, but it looks so plain and boring. Continuing. Then we see the bald guy from earlier, possibly Sinestro, injecting John Stewart with something that has yellow lights on it. And could this be Yellow Lantern energy? And why are they doing this? And we'll have to wait and see. Continuing.
I don't understand. Who are you exactly?
Hal Jordan, Green Lantern.
Then we see Hal Jordan interrogating a prisoner, and wow, it's nice to see that he's doing something badass. The bad thing is that he gives away his secret identity. Now, I don't know if his secret identity is well known in this world or not. I just don't like it when a hero gives away their secret identity. Continuing.
Have you ever talked with the other Lanterns?
I'm the only human. They're aliens. One of them's a fucking squirrel.
And finally, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not how the Green Lantern Corps works. Hal does talk to the other Green Lanterns a lot. And I believe the ring has a universal translator in it, so Hal can talk to all the aliens, including Chip, the squirrel that he's referencing. Also, he's not the only human. There are several human Green Lanterns, including Kyle Rayner and Guy Gardner, who was in the Superman movie which came out before this series, who, according to IMDb, is in this series itself. Now, even if this series takes place before Guy or Kyle became Green Lanterns, there was still one Green Lantern before Hal, Alan Scott. And I'm sure there'll be people that will correct me and say that technically he's not the same type of Green Lantern and that his powers are magical instead of whatever science the Guardians use. But Alan Scott still went by the name Green Lantern, therefore, technically, he was a human Green Lantern. And yet again, we get another F-bomb for no reason, so my final thoughts are this looks horrible. It seems to be made by people who don't like Green Lantern and are embarrassed by it. There is no green glow around Hal as he flies. He gives away his secret identity. The uniform looks bad and isn't even green. The power battery looks like crap. We don't see any power constructs in this trailer. The show mocks the aliens, specifically Chip. Now, if you're going to make a comic book adaptation, you have to be willing to adapt all the wackiness of it, including things like Chip. Otherwise, why make a comic book adaptation at all? There's all the unnecessary swearing and all the woke anti-straight white male messaging in the trailer, with the white man literally being replaced by a black man and the girl boss sheriff. Now, is there any good things? Well, the actors look like the characters they play. Otherwise, I can't see any reason to like this trailer. Anyway, that's about it for this video. I'm Alpha Eagle. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe. God bless you for watching. God bless America. And I pray that DC stops being embarrassed by their properties, stops trying to be edgy, and stops trying to be woke, and starts to embrace their characters and make good comic book movies and series.